Now I'm here on the range. I have a new camera. I finally, after all these years of doing YouTube, have finally acquired a proper camera. I got a Canon M50. So far it appears to be lovely. We will see how good the quality turns out. I've also decided to bring out my GoPro, which, is it blinking? It's blinking, so it's recording. And then I've got two other cameras set up on the range, so we should get some interesting angles. We'll see if any of the footage is even remotely usable. I am then also finally using new video editing software, so I should be able to do some fancier stuff, but it may end up looking a lot different than my old videos. We'll find out whether that's good or not. So what do we have? As the whole series operates, you guys got to pick what I would be firing today, and you chose Vortex, foam arrows, and the Cyber Strike line. And once again, I've picked a random selection of blasters that could fire these ammo types. I have not brought all of them. I don't need you to point out which ones I didn't bring. Just know that the reason I haven't chosen all of them is that I plan to bring these ammo types up again, and I want to have different blasters to do. So next time, I will use the blasters that I didn't use this time. If there's a particular blaster you'd like to see when that blaster comes up in the survey, feel free to drop a comment saying, hey, I voted for this ammo type and I'd really like to see this blaster. I read the comments and hopefully I'll follow your request. So we've got a variety of Vortex blasters, we've got a variety of dart shooting blasters, and then we have the whole 1996 Cyber Strike line. Next time I'll bring out the 1997. There's still one that I don't have, so I'd like to try to get that before I do that year. So, yeah, let's fling some foam. As per usual, we're going to start with the small blaster. We have the Vortex Proton. It's basically the Jolt of this line, kind of. Anyway, primes from the back, put a disc in, close it, fire. Oh, a little off. Try it again. That's a hit. Oh, too high. They fly a lot farther than you'd think. But they're not the most precision of items. Let's try a bigger one. We have the Fuse Fire. Fuse Fire has 5 in an inside magazine, which is pretty nifty. It came with glow-in-the-dark darts, and it does have a UV light for lighting it up if you have the batteries in it, but it's the middle of the day, so I'm not going to do that. It does have storage for 5 darts in the front, and I need to quit looking at the little screen and look at the camera. All right. It also primes from the back. Oh. Aha! Round complete. Apparently it holds 4 and 1 in the chamber, and I only had the 4 in. Now, get in. What do you? What is your boggle? There we go. Okay, now it's got 5. Oh, what? Reload. It's got some kind of a safety that I think is engaging when it shouldn't. Or it might just be a lemon. I don't know. Lovely. All right. Birds! Try something even bigger. For the next step of escalation, we have the Praxis, which is magazine fed. I think it actually came with a 10-round magazine. I've got a 20 in here because who has time for 10-round magazines? It's lovely. Pump action. It was neat. Stock attachment point. I do appreciate that. Let's see how well it works. No, I'm getting a lot of drop. There we go. Oh, now you stop dropping on me? There we go. Ha-ha. What was neat about Vortex is you could actually angle it if you got good enough. I can't really hear because of the trees, but you could shoot up and at an angle and have it go around cover. And I've seen people who were good enough that they could arc them in and around, and it's really kind of neat. Like I said, I've got trees in the way. Keep hitting the rail. The other thing that they do have is they do have slam fire, so you can... Oh, maybe this one doesn't have slam fire. I don't believe it does. I was wrong. But the next one does. And it's even bigger. Take a look at it. For big, we have the re-release of the Pyragon, the blue and green version, which is just lovely. This thing has came with a drum magazine that holds 40 rounds, which until the Titan came out was, I believe, the highest capacity of any official Nerf blaster. You could obviously link Vulcan belts, but that's a mod, and that don't count. Other than, like, the rival hopper-fed stuff, obviously. Oh, yeah. Right! For large, we have the Pyragon with its 40-round drum, which was the largest magazine for a while, until, obviously, the rival stuff came out with their hoppers, and the Titan came out with its 50-round drum. And it was neat. It was a lot of capacity. The downside was it's kind of slow to reload. But spam firing with one of these is way too much fun. We'll do some single shots first. Figure out where... Oh, this thing is weak. Very weak. Oh! Yes. Yeah. But you shouldn't be doing that anyway. This is meant for... No, yes, I done maxed out that gear meter because I can fire Vortex now. And fairly well. No, camera down. Gonna have to fix that. They're not coming out spinning like they're supposed to. The first one did. There we go. One more. See if I can hit anything. My money's on no, but I'm gonna try. Ah, so close. All right, on to the arrows. We're going way back now. This is the first Nerf bow. This came out in 1991. Fired big foam arrows, had storage for 2, could hold a third, but I only had 2 that were in good enough condition to fire. These are original arrows, so we'll see how well this thing works being almost 30 years old. See if I can hit anything. No. But we're gonna keep trying. Not too bad. I'm actually going to retrieve them and fire them some more. Reload! Alright, well, we're getting the range. We're just not getting the accuracy. Just, no. Come on. Ah! Going again. Last try, then we move on. We try something else. Going way into the future, we have the Big Bad Bow. This was the End Strike release. There were several before that, but this is the one I decided to grab because it was on the top of the bin. This one is still spring powered. The previous one was, but it was pull and release, and the release tended to make it very inaccurate. This one primes, and then you pull the trigger and it releases. So maybe we'll be able to hit something with this. Maybe. First time I've ever actually fired this, so... no power. No power. Train! Oh. Coming right towards me! Ah, it's a hit! All right. We'll try another one. Yeah. For the next arrow firing Springer, we have the Triple Torch, which is one of my favorite blasters of all time, because stock, it is capable of firing arrows, old mega, and old streamlines, which is just neat. You don't see a lot of blasters that are capable of that much versatility, especially not something this small. But today, we're firing arrows. When old mega or old streamlines come up, it may come up again. But for now, arrows. It can technically fire them, but I say technically because of that. We're getting like 15 feet. This ammo is old, this blaster is old. Come on! Ah! Now good. It would still be good for taking out a shield at close range, but other than that, it's a little, yeah. I do have one more Springer, but that one's going to have to wait till later. Now we're going to move on to compressed air. For compressed air, we have this spy gear thing. I don't know its name or its story, but it will apparently fire the old arrows. So we're going to give it a try. I hit! I got something! Compressed air, man. It's the way to go. That one's gone. Try another one. Bringing out this one again because I like it. This is, of course, my Nintendo Super Scope with an XBZ in it, and it currently has Eyre's original barrel attachment, which was originally designed for whistlers, which oddly enough means it's also chambered for ultra and arrows. So, see if I can hit anything with this. No. Ah. I swear that never happens. Haha! Direct hit! Lovely. All right, let's bring out a fun one. What we have here is the Leonard Big Salvo, and this thing is ridiculous. I got a hit. Let's see that again, but all at once. How about thee? Missed. But yeah, it is an arrow-firing shotgun. Pumped up, multi-stage trigger, but if you just pull it, it fires them all at once. This thing is fantastic. Brett's been trying to get his hands on one forever. I won't let him have any of mine because I'm mean. All right. One more compressed air one. I'll bet you know what it is. That's right. It's iron. Woo! That's lovely. And I gotta go get some. I want to shoot it some more. See if I can hit anything. I hit. Hit. Oh, 3 out of 5 so far. I'm doing good. Ah! 4 out of 5. I will take it. I will take it. All right. On to the weird stuff. I am captain.xavier. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. Murder. Yeah, don't look at me like that. The 90s were weird. Anyway, what we have here is the 96 Cyber Strike line, or at least most of it. We'll get to the T3 Defender in a minute. We have, of course, the Strong Arm, which had a pair of barrels that you flipped the thing and they flipped forward, and then you primed it and you fired it. We'll get to that. I don't know what this handle was for, if it actually did anything. I don't think it did, but I don't know. You then had the auto grip, which was actually pretty cool. Had a little storeway thing. It's strapped to your wrist. You flip the thing, it popped up. I think that's actually pretty neat. And then you have the Perceptor, which goes on your head, and you fire by hitting this thing on your chest. It's weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. Well, let's see how well it shoots. We'll start with the auto grip. We'll start with it stowed. Ha-ha! And ha! Well, the dart came out. That's about what I was hoping for. Let's try the auto grip. Doesn't actually have a trigger. You just push it forward. Oh, Lord. This is old ammo, and these are old blasters. Yeah, we're getting 10 feet ranges. Good stuff. Let's try the Perceptor, if I can get it to prime. Ditch this arm stuff. Catch on the Perceptor is more than a touch finicky. Okay, are we loaded? Do we have a thing on my head? All right, we're at a high angle. Let's see what happens. And fire! It went over there. Yeah, weird stuff, man. Let's take a look at the T3 Defender, though, because it has some hope. This thing fires both Mega, Old Mega, and arrows, which is why I said we'd get to another Springer towards the end. They do detach, and you can fire them separately. When they're attached, you can fire either one, but they both use the same trigger. So if I'm both primed, they will both fire. If you only have one primed, it'll only fire that one, so on and so forth. So we're going to start with firing both, because I already have it primed. Aha! That was surprisingly good. All right, let's try them individually. All right, starting with just the top part, it can be flipped over, and the scope thing becomes a handle, and then it just becomes a pull and release bow, like any of the old bows. And that old dart, let's find a better arrow. The arrow might be better. Let's find out. Yes! A hit! It actually spiraled. Very cool. All right, let's take a look at the pistol. All right, when it's not attached, it's actually a really nice, cool, big-looking pistol. I really do like this design. Holds 2 darts up here, though you can't access them when you have the top shell on. Fires Old Mega. Let's see how well. Not very. Oh, even worse. Now good. Weren't expecting much. Again, 30 years old and old ammo. These were popular for modding. They did have a good sized plunger volume, especially if you transplanted the upper portions plunger tube into it, because it's even bigger, and then improved the seals and improved the spring. It could actually be a fairly beefy pistol. So, yeah. Yeah. That's neat. That's neat. All right. Montage time. Jump! And now, the Carnage. Which isn't actually as bad as it looks, because, or as you think, because I had to reuse the arrows. I don't have all that many. Vortex, on the other hand, all over the place. We got stuff out here in the 60s. Ding, probably stuff all down there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Right, well, that was a lot of fun. Hopefully the footage turned out decent. Hopefully future footage will continue to be decent. We're gonna find out. I've got a bunch of cameras now. I need to do a review on one of them. Hopefully I'll get decent footage. Hopefully the editing will turn out good. Anyway, survey for next range day will be down in the description. I've been doing them every Monday because I've got no one to fling foam at. Maybe once events start up again, I'll start doing them a little bit less often, but I've got a lot of blasters to go through, so... And I don't mind redoing old ones, I'll just do weird things with them, so yeah. Survey will be down there, choose what you want. If there's a particular blaster you'd like me to see fired with a particular ammo type, put that down there. Don't complain about me not doing it in the current video. Recommend it for the next one. Be proactive, don't be annoying. Alright, this was fun. Stay safe. See you next time. Thank you for watching.